Heidelberg United and South Melbourne, Alexander and Hallis. It's Derby Day at the Village here in round 23 of the 2025 NPL Victoria season. My name's Adam Sarikoglu. Pleased to be joined by Oscar Rutherford here on the call. And Oscar, we're just talking about off air before we just came on. It's actually kind of hard to pinpoint what exactly is on the line other than some pride between two old rivals here today. They are going to meet in 14 days from now, just down the road at the home of the Matildas in the Doherty Cup final. But as far as the league is concerned, it's kind of hard to pinpoint what exactly we're playing for here today.
Well, of course, for the Burgers, it's about wrapping up or taking another step towards wrapping up the Premier's Plate. We know heading into this weekend, 5 points clear of Avondale with just the 4 games remaining. So they can't seal the league title just yet today, but they'll get very close depending on the result of Avondale, who are taking on Altona, of course, in the game that kicked off about 45 minutes before this. South Melbourne still an outside chance of sneaking into finals, but they'll need a lot to go right, and that has to start today. There's a number of changes to both teams' lineups. We know that they both played in the Australia Cup, of course, in midweek, but always a big day when it's Greek Derby Day, Adam.
Yes, both teams featuring midweek in the Australia Cup, and of course they will face off in the Doherty Cup final at the home of the Matildas in a fortnight's time. We have a lot of changes for these two lineups, as well as we do get the kickoff. We're underway at Olympic Village, and already it's Heidelberg United that are looking to attack here. Very early corner. So that you're having instant impact here. And they're going on the attack early. The league leaders, they can't win the Premier's Plate here today. South Melbourne now mathematically safe from the drop. We're not going to see the customary long throw from Max Mikler today. Not in the lineup. Painter Andrews crossing in. And South fire a shot away. It's Nagamatsu over the top of the ball right now. Trying to find a way around Nyor. Bernarda tried some fancy stuff, and then an absolute shank in the end from Dobson.
Yeah, really good look on goal there for South Melbourne. Jake Marshall's header back across goal to head over to deliver. As of course the tall timber on offer. Ben Collins, Ryan Leflin, it's a bit Nyor as well. All can get up and head the ball. It finds its way through to Collins, who wasn't really well positioned to get much power. He went with the swinging left boot at the second attempt. That one well wide of the target. Of course, as much as South Melbourne's odds of a mighty impressive unbeaten run, if they can avoid defeat today, they will equal the all-time NPL men's record for an unbeaten game streak. A record currently sits at 18. Max Bisetto fires with the right boot, but this would be an 18th straight game without defeat for the Burgers. If they're able to win or draw, that would match the record set by South Melbourne under Chris Taylor.
Some more positivity around the entire setup for the men in blue. And this is a fixture that means a lot to both of these teams. As Lesiotis will try to chase this down. Peter Andrews with him. Bisetto, it was on target. We've got quite the goalkeeping matchup here today. Javi Lopez and Yaron Souza. No issues for Lopez.
And they've got another really good look here. Looks to be one of Bernarda or Leach who will take the free kick. Bernarda moves first. Leaves it for his teammate though, and it wasn't lacking power or intent, but ultimately too much height and width on the attempt from Charlie Leach. The Burgers just turning the screw ever so slightly. It's the first real sustained spell of pressure that South Melbourne have had to withstand. See their approach with the ball at their feet now as Javi Lopez looks to work out an escape route with Jake Marshall. Does so effectively to the feet of Painter Andrews. Painter Andrews, who's continued his run into the middle of the park. It's a good ball as well for Dovison. Campbell Dovison skips around Souza. Off the post and out. The chance is still alive. Leach scores the goal. A brilliant attacking move from South Melbourne. Campbell Dovison somehow couldn't get the job done, but Charlie Leach was there to put it in the back of the net, and South Melbourne...
It does feel like up front, South have looked a little more dangerous so far here today. How will the leaders respond now? Lesiotis trying to pounce on the ball. Duarch doing all sorts of things, but couldn't get it in clear space. How cynical was that challenge? It's worthy of a yellow card, not only for Fletcher Fulton, but one directed at the South Melbourne benches.
To that far side to deliver the in-swinging ball. Opts instead to take it short to Leach. Leach returns it to Menelau on the edge of the area. Alex Menelau fires it towards Yaron Souza. That was difficult for the goalkeeper through a number of bodies as well. Now Painter Andrews for South Melbourne. He pulls the trigger as well. That one a little bit further from its intended target than Menelau's effort. But yet again, for all the control of the...
They get a look at a corner here, I think for the first time today, in the final minute of regulation. It's set to be 2 minutes added on. Collins overrunning. It's popped up in the air. Souza awkward. And then Marshall almost put that one into traffic. So you would give the points to get away inside the near post, and that is the difference here in the Greek Derby. Two teams that will be meeting again for a bit of silverware in a fortnight's time. The Doherty Cup final, that will be at the home of the Matildas on August 9th. First booking for a South Melbourne player at least. There, the bench did get a yellow for a little bit of dissent earlier. Duarch. Marshall, that yellow card being shown to Braden Spink. This is Nagamatsu. Got tripped up, and yep, that's going to be a clear yellow as well. Aidara, who is not happy. Nagamatsu staying down. Yanni Zizi's got the yellow card out straight away. There is yellow being flashed left. That will be it. Leach unable to make his advance as the flag goes up, and that's half-time here at Olympic Village. Charlie Leach in the 25th minute with the one and only goal here with how it's poised so far.
Yeah, absolutely. I think particularly the way that the first half finished, they really did weather the Heidelberg storm. Well, that's mostly because the Burgers aren't too often in this position. They will have an opportunity to get themselves back level early with Asahi Yokokawa to deliver the corner. Goes deep in the box. It finds the foot of Sabit Nyor, who got right underneath the shot and fired well off target. But a positive start for the Burgers. You can see them very quickly looking to reassert themselves.
Afforded some time and space to make a decision. Basetto going wide and gets it back. Max Basetto had a man on. Had Spink right with him. Theodoropoulos. Good first touch there. He's the one to shoot. But another wayward shot at that end. Whether it's been Yaron Souza or Harvey Lopez for South Melbourne. The tall timber filtering in. There might have been a chance for Halfpenny. Didn't get the chance to go up in the end. Maybe a chance, Bernard. It was a one-on-one. Well done, Souza. A couple of key moments that ultimately go begging for South Melbourne. They'll attempt.
Crowding around Harvey Lopez, making life very difficult for the South shot stopper. Again, it's a flat delivery towards the near post. Yokokawa tries to create the space for himself. He rolled it along the ground and Harvey Lopez had to be alert. He was in a good position, and for a goalkeeper of his quality.
Heads up with buildup. The diagonal out in the direction of Passetto. He'll have some time and space. Eventually he'll run into Painter Andrews, still with Max Passetto. Just tried to nip one back, and they've earned another corner. If South Melbourne aren't careful, this goal is going to come for Heidelberg. We'll be back to square. The tempo has been lifted for the men in yellow and black here in the second half. Another corner from Yokokawa, and it's gone in! Sebitnor! Textbook header from the corner! There is that goal that felt like it was coming for nearly 20 minutes. All square at Olympic Village.
Well, finally they got the corner delivery right, putting it on a dime in the middle of the box. And Nyor thundered it home to bring the Burgers level. They've defended resolutely, South Melbourne, but in the end, the Heidelberg pressure told.
Against the flow. And South got some momentum from that. The halftime speech and adjustments from Johnny Anastasiadis has definitely worked, and now they're going again. Buildup, the leading scorer. It was a half-hearted attempt at best. That was never going to trouble Harvey Lopez.
Passages of play together. It really is all hands on deck in a defensive sense. Here is the goal scorer, Nyor. Really good to see him finding the score sheet again. We know what he can do. He's trying from a long way out now. Probably a player who's feeling pretty good about himself. Sebitnor, happy to take on that strike from a long way out. That offside flag doing South a massive favour as they remain level on the scoreboard. But they really need the trajectory of this game to change. If they are to hold on to anything from this meeting, there's an ambitious attempt fired in, but Harvey Lopez will be much more content to watch that one sail over his crossbar.
A few players are slipping over on a pitch that looks pretty good. It has been wet earlier today here in Melbourne. We've had the rain stay away for the duration of this game that to kick off at 4 p.m. Here we go. Harvey Lopez has to get in behind it. Quick reflexes. And ultimately, it stays 1-1. It's on the clock here. Momentum with Heidelberg. They might sense this could be one of their few final chances. Heidelberg are the ones that are full of running. Nothing happens from the corner. The Lesiotis ball doesn't quite reach the target as it came back, and there's bodies flying everywhere. This will be the first yellow of the second half. More changes coming for Johnny A. The yellow card shown to Andres Skopoulos. Johnny Apostolopoulos is going to be coming on for Heidelberg. And here's a moment. It's a very dangerous touch. It kept tracking toward the net. And into the net it went. But no goal. An injury on the goal line here. What has happened? A South player down. And some concern for that South player. The Heidelberg coaches arguing their case with the fourth official. No goal. All sorts of chaos on the goal line. A Southman still down, and that is the main concern right now.
And if there was any doubt as to South Melbourne's approach to these final few minutes, they just send it long and get it as far away from goal as possible for Noel Bernardo to chase. It's a dangerous giveaway at the back. South Melbourne with an opportunity. Morgan Evans is on the ball. He skies the attempt. Well, that would be the steal to end all steals if South Melbourne were able to grab a goal in the 90th minute. Morgan Evans.
For Apostolopoulos, who's now double teamed. It'll be a Heidelberg throw. It was big Peter Klaassen that got dragged down by Inglese in the area. There's been quite a few moments of drama inside that particular penalty box. Left lean will explode from downtown. Did it take a deflection? No, it'll be a goal kick. Love nothing more than a late winner against their oldest rival. And he sees this will give the all clear to Asahi Okikawa. Some tall timber in there. It was cleared away. Lesiotis, another one that ends up in the traffic.
Well, is that the last real look? South get the ball into the Heidelberg half and attempt to send Bernardo for a run. That is full time. Controversy at Olympic Village, but South Melbourne have taken a point from the league leaders. Heidelberg's lead on top of the NPL men's